favorite kind of lapel series. This is the one that I showed up at Nova Minch. So we're starting here. I'm gonna break his posture down. There's other ways to do this, but this is kind of the easy way to show it. So I just circle inside so I can clear his arms. Use my legs to pull him down. Both arms above the shoulders. One arm goes over the back, and I like to grab the material by his shoulder because that just makes it a little harder for him to posture up. So this hand goes palm up inside so I can fish this lapel out. And then I want to get it out past the break in his kimono. So if it's in here, I need to make sure I get it the rest of the way out like this. So I'm going to grab this lapel, pass it to this hand behind his head, and then I wait for him to posture up. So when he postures up, it gives me space that I go palm up and grab the lapel like that. And in this hand, I just go 4 fingers and I just grab the edge of the lapel that I passed. So just here like this. I know it feels like it's super deep and maybe too deep, but it's not. Once I catch this and I go back to square, and then I just submit right there. So it's like a modified Bravo choke. So the next move for him is that he pushes up on my elbow and he circles his head out like this. So I'm gonna take this lapel and I wanna pass it down here by his elbow. So not over the shoulder, but down here by the elbow, and then I get this hammer grip like this. So this is called the sling. The sling armbar is here, right here. I don't have the highest success with that one, but just know it's there. Hold on to this lapel the entire time while you go for it though. If I'm not able to get that armbar, so I'll capture this sleeve, and then I'll use my hips to move it to my opposite hip, not the mat, but the hip here. And then from here, we can do, there's an Americana here, so I go palm up and I grab the knuckles by his pinky, and so our Americana is there. If you're having trouble finishing that Americana, sometimes bigger guys, it's hard, then I'll go wrist lock here like this too, okay? Then from here, if maybe I can't finish either one of those, I just do a little hip out and I'll drop his elbow to the mat. So like that, and then just kind of walk this high guard up here a little bit so it's hard for him to square back up. I can push this grip into his bicep a little bit like that too, how my elbow is in my ribs over here, and I kind of push this into his bicep. That'll help make it a little harder for him to square back up. And then I'll reach over and I'll grab this lapel. Sometimes you can get this lapel, a lapel Ezekiel from here, but sometimes you're kind of jammed up. But what I can do is just sweep him back to my back. So I'll just get this leg out of the way, and then I just pick his head up and then just sweep him over here. And then we're up in mount. And then from mount, I can go inside the lapel, so the knife edge of my hand is against his throat. And then we just finish our lapel Ezekiel like that. And then last one, if we cycle all the way through, but maybe they pummel the hand out before I can get into that whole series. So I still break him down here, get this lapel out, and I get here. So he circles his head out here, but then he pummels his arm out here. So like that, yeah, he's trying to get out to here. So 2 ways I can get space to go into my squid. If my hand is here, I need space. I can either use my legs to pull it towards me, so like this, or you could post this foot and then kick this up and knock him off his base so I can see the palm of my hand. If I can't grab it, I wait for him to square back up. And then when he does, we go here. So I'm just grabbing here. I don't have to grab deep, I can grab shallow, and I pull this all the way through. So like this, and now we're in our squid guard. And then our sweeps from here, the easy ones is just our flower sweep. So I just go foot on the hip here and just kick this leg up and then sweep. So that's one. And then the other one, if I need some help with leverage, is I can punch this out and get my foot on the bicep, really load him up towards the ceiling, and then stomp the bottom of my foot to the mat while I sweep him over here. So those are kind of the 2 easiest options from squid, yeah.